I got called out on Instagram last week and I can't even keep a straight face about it. I'm gonna try. Okay. Compose yourself, TJ. Compose yourself. Okay. This is what the message said. It was a comment on a reel I posted of myself rocking the Nike Fear of God collaboration tee, pants, Fear of God ones, H&M hoodie. Okay, hooded cardigan. It's one of my favorite looks. You're in your 30s, TJ. It's time to invest your money. I'm sorry. And something besides sneakers, clothes, and hats. You're not a teenager anymore. You're supposed to be an adult now. Don't worry, you'll thank me later. I'm gonna put it here on the screen because I need you to understand that I'm not lying in any way. This is a real comment I received and I laughed from a good, healthy place. Like the same healthy place I laughed from where that reseller took a hit on those lucky green ones. Okay, so I laughed from a really healthy place at this comment because I don't understand how you can be so loud and wrong in the context of an individual who you actually follow, by the way. You may have unfollowed me at this point because I posted that in my stories that I couldn't stop laughing, but how can you be so loud and wrong about a creator you choose to follow and their whole approach, like the dynamic I bring to sneakers that is vastly different from every other creator that hops up on Instagram or YouTube in relation to sneakers is, hey, by the way, do you know that it might be in your best interest to responsibly pay for those shoes, right? Like budget, invest for yourself, save for the future, make sure that you're putting money aside for other things that will come up in the year, but then also just have a plan in your mind. Like what can I spend on sneakers every month? And then maybe also, you know, like mull it over in your brain. Do you really need that pair? And then if you feel like you do, great. Let's have a plan in place. It's in the budget. You'll pay for it. You'll enjoy it guilt-free. And you can do a little of everything, right? You can have the best of both worlds. Trust me. Like that's me. That's essentially me all the time. On Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter. Like the pinned reels on my Instagram is how you can take the cost of a Nike Dunk Low, start investing that every single month for a certain short amount of time, right? You earn more, you invest a little more, and then you stop and you just let compound interest do its thing. Oh, and there's another one about breaking down the barriers that we too often see within, right, the communities that have helped shape sneaker culture, right? Urban communities, Black and brown communities, underserved communities, breaking down the barriers, the myths of investing. You know, too often people think you need to be really wealthy. It's very complicated. It's like rocket science and I don't get it. Those are the pinned reels on my profile. And then again, you follow me. So I don't understand where it went over Rick's head. I don't understand where it went over. I don't know. Listen, I've had people, I think, tell me, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on here, that, right, I start to sound like a broken record a little bit because I'm constantly telling people, one, don't feel compelled to buy every single shoe just because you see other creators on here and they are saying everything is a must-have or a must-need pair. If you did that, no joke right now, you would have already purchased close to 20 pairs of sneakers just based on like the titles of videos that have must-have in them for 2023. Would you even have gotten around to wearing them, to really enjoying them, to working them into rotation, especially if you already have a healthy abundance of shoes? Likely not. So yes, I will continue to say, you can enjoy creators, you can enjoy me, you can enjoy anyone that gets on this platform and they share the pairs that they like and they want to buy, they want to add to their collection. Also understand, just because they show it to you doesn't mean that they actually bought it, doesn't mean that it's staying in their collection, okay? Please be aware, social media has a lot of smoke and mirrors, so I will continue to say that. I don't care. I will also continue to tell you, you need to spend within your budget, okay? It is New Balances, it is Nike, it is Jordans, it is Adidas, it is all of their jobs, okay? To entice you to want to buy. That's the point of the story and the marketing and pulling on your emotions. That is the point. When they do their job, dollars, okay? Dollars hit their pockets when they're doing their job, okay? When you're doing your job as a responsible, financially stable consumer, you're taking care of your needs, and then you're also taking care of your wants where it's suitable. And you also need to prioritize those wants. There are some things that you're going to say that you really, really want, and your actions will actually dictate and show if you really want something as bad as you say that you want it. That's a conversation a lot of us, we have to have with ourselves all the time, right? Think about, I want my body to look a certain way. I want it to change. I want to grow muscle. I want to lose body fat. Okay, then depending on what you're choosing to eat or what you're choosing to do, being inconsistent in gym and cardio, you then need to really have that come to Jesus moment and ask yourself, right, when those situations arise, if you have to make a choice, how is this choice serving what I claimed my goal was? And you may just need to be honest with yourself, it's not. And so you didn't really care about the goal as much as you said you did, right? So some of you have specific goals, right? If maybe you don't have a goal, and maybe you need to get a goal. Maybe you need to actually get a goal of starting to invest because you're already approaching your 30s or you're in your 30s. You have zero saved for retirement. Like there's nothing there. There's not a dime there, not in a 401k, a 403b, a IRA, a Roth IRA. There's nothing there. That goes for you people if you're entrepreneurs as well. Like you might have nothing as well. And that is a problem. To have zero save for retirement, to not have an emergency fund in place, and chasing shoes is asinine. I don't care how you put it. It is asinine when you're actually an adult, and that is the message I try to drive home all the time. I'm not quiet about it. Yes. Do you know why I'm not quiet about it? Because nobody is going to be there. Quite honestly, I'm just going to be real. Regardless of what politicians are saying what, no one's going to be there to actually rescue you in the event that you can't meet your obligations, right? And you can't put food on the table, right? We have things in place to try to help, but that's not always gonna be there right when you need it in the moment. There's a process. Government moves slow. What I want also is just for you to not have to be in that position, right? So I get that we love this thing called sneakers, but at no point should it be the priority over other things you need to take care of. That is investing. I cannot get over the fact that this was the comment of all things somebody tried to call me out about, because I decided to post a look of myself in my Grail sneaker. Oh, and by the way, even with me paying $688 for that sneaker on Go, buying 2 additional items that are Nike Fear of God, that still did not go above the amount that I invested and saved for the month of April. Oh my God, I can't. You're in your 30s. Yeah, I tell people a lot that I'm 33 because people seem to have this belief that like I'm young, like they like to bring it up in comments. Well, you young people. And I'm just like, how old do you think I am? Like, I had a Walkman. I've used a rotary phone, the VCR, like Yellow Pages. I had to watch like it was the NFL draft if I didn't have school on a snow day growing up in Michigan. Like, how young do you think I am? I get it. Black doesn't crack. I'm glad that I'm glad the genetics are doing their job well. But I'm 33. So in the grand scheme of life, not that old, but in terms of I'm not a teenager anymore, I'm well aware. I didn't even act like a teenager when I was a teenager. So yeah, here's the thing. When you're able to shop and spend guilt-free on sneakers, clothes, and hats, and actually I don't have to spend a whole lot on hats. A lot of times, really, beautiful relationship with lids. A lot of times I don't have to spend, I spend for this one. It is a beautiful thing when you can buy the things that you want guilt-free, knowing that you already took care of business on the front end, technically. So the back end is fun, and I don't know, maybe that's hard for people to grasp, or maybe people are just willfully ignoring what I've been saying for this long, which is to invest, save, and enjoy sneakers. Okay, so I was called out. I'm sure some people would love for that call out to have been like a real scathing call out. No, it just made me laugh. I thought one of my friends was trolling me. I really did. I'm just like, which one of you decided this was the fun thing to do today, right? Like somebody really had to think this was the fun thing to do today. I have no idea. But yeah, that's my call out, apparently. Hey, listen, when it comes to YouTube, people will try it, and YouTube is so funny, right? Because it's YouTube, right? I get to make what I want to make on my channel, and you as the viewer, you get to really curate what you see. So if anything I say or I do is something that you don't like, right? You don't have to watch it. You can curate your YouTube for you, but people don't seem to grasp that. So they like to continuously tell you that like you're trash or you're terrible as a creator in the comments, and I'm like, you're actually not helping YouTube understand that I'm trash by you commenting, You're actually making YouTube think that I am good and I'm generating impressions, and so they'll keep sending my content out. So you're actually working backwards of what you want. If you don't want people to watch me because you think I'm bad. And then I'll tell people like, hey, like I totally get it. It's 8 billion people in the world. I won't be for everyone. I really want you to watch things you enjoy. And then like they're not getting it. And so then you have to like help them. You have to save them from themselves and just like pretty much hide your channel so they can't see it anymore. And hopefully they have a better life without me in it. I don't know. That's what I want for people that just can't send my content. But I got called out, y'all. I gotta do better. How dare I have purchased a fractional share of VIG? How dare I have done that? I should have just spent it on a pair of shoes that I wasn't gonna get around to wearing for a while. Damn, like I gotta get it together, y'all. Yeah, that's what I get for acting my age and not my shoe size.